recently, like pretty much all I've been doing on YouTube is just listening to stuff. I listened to the old Ricky Gervais show with Karl Pilkington. Those every like few years, I'll just start re-listening to those the way I'll listen to old O&A, and it's just Karl is a joy. He is so fucking funny, and like he and Ricky and Stephen Merchant, the third guy on there who was involved with Ricky on the first Office, they're just really good at like winding Karl up and getting him to go where they want him to. It's really funny. I saw Kyle nodding. You've listened to those before, right? The old Karl Pilkington.
Well, I'm more just like Karl Pilkington in anything he does. I really enjoy him. I watched whenever like maybe you introduced me to him or I discovered him. However, I went through all that shit. I can't even remember the name of the show, but I watched
Idiot
it all.
Abroad.
Yeah, watched it all.
So Idiot Abroad is so funny. I love
when
it.
they add the little guy, the dwarf. I don't care for it.
You're right. It's the Karl Pilkington show. You're watching for him. Like you don't want to see a diversion of attention to
So I haven't seen it. Is Karl Pilkington the genius of the show or just a tool that Ricky Gervais plays? An instrument he plays?
Yes, it's both. He's clearly someone who knows, and you get more of an insight to this if you listen to the old radio show they get together in like the mid 2000s. Like he is a character in a way. Yeah. Like he's naturally a weird guy. But like you can tell listening to his radio, like he's prepared bits. He's prepared like ways to say things in a funny way. If you've never listened to the radio show, look up Karl's Diary. Ricky Gervais show, Karl's Diary, and they read through like the things that he talks about, and like they'll get like 5 passages in a row, and they'll start reading the next one, and they're like, "It's about bugs again, Karl. This is the 5th one in a row. They're all about the moths in your house. What are you doing?" Like
I can hear Ricky laughing now. Ricky, he has Ricky cracking up the whole time. It's clearly one of those situations where Ricky Gervais found Karl Pilkington and just thought he was the funniest human being in the world, and it was like
hilarious.
I got to show more people.
Yeah, and so basically for Woody's benefit, the show they send him around the world, and the show is just watching him fail at things. So it'll be like, we're sending you to this Amazon tribe, and they do this silly thing where they build like this rickety tower of sticks, and then they jump off it with vines tied to them. It's their version of a skydive. We want a bungee. You try it, and it's like it's like a going bit. Like he doesn't try anything. He doesn't go out of his way to give it a go. He's kind of grumpy, mean-spirited. Not mean-spirited. That's the wrong way to put it. He's grumpy, but in an innocent way. When he is offensive about cultures, he's in a way where it's like, well, this is a mockery of his ignorance, not of, Chinese people or whatever. Where like he'll just sit there and like he's like, I'm just sitting here looking at that lady. She's eating a stick with scorpions on it, just tucking in. Like
tucking in? Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. I think he was in China for that. He goes to China.
You think she looks at different parts and goes, "Oh, that's going to be good." I can't wait for that bit. Yeah, it's so fucking funny. I love Idiot Abroad.
She really is. There's and the camera just zooms into a lady over there who's eating a goddamn scorpion kebab, and she's just like looking at a fucking scorpion, like crunch. That's a leg. Crunch. That's its fucking thorax. And he's making it hilarious. And they send him to some really beautiful places. But I think they sent him to Machu Picchu or something. Like he had to go on this crazy trek to get there. Yeah. And I think he got within like a few minutes of it, and it was like, can we just say we went or something? Like he didn't even want to go the rest of the way. Like, there's a bunch of that.
Most of the way, he's like, this is about the same view. Ricky can't be mad at this, and then he just turns around and leaves.
He walked 99% of the way to Machu Picchu, and then he was like, couldn't be bothered to go up the hill. He's like, we're here. Let's just call it quits. And it's, Jesus Christ.
So if you're looking for TV content, An Idiot Abroad on, I don't know if you can get it for free anywhere. I've bought all the seasons on Amazon, hoping that some of that gets back to him.
Probably on HBO, right?
It might be.
I thought all that shit was on HBO because it seems like Merchant and Ricky Gervais and that little fellow and Karl all have some plug-in at HBO where anything they want to produce can go up there. The same way that Danny McBride does, and that guy that he writes and produces for him. Like
you're probably
everything. Right. Everything Danny McBride wants to produce, they just make it over there at HBO. It seems like he's doing that like Righteous Gemstones show right now, and they're all the same goddamn character. He's the same character in everything.
On the Karl guy being a character, like he is somewhat that guy because, like, according to Ricky, he is the reason, like, he could have done more seasons of his own show. And he was like, I've done it. No. Like, just like didn't want to do it anymore. Like, just said no. Like, you can keep doing this HBO or Sky TV, whatever, like British HBO. Like, and he just shot it down. Wouldn't do anything else.